You know, I heard part of my answer here, but there is this resistance, and what I want to know is how can I shorten that? You know, I get to a place where I create, and then there's the manifestation, and I want to shorten the area between the creation and the manifestation.
Now, in deference to our first friend, you mean the time? The time?
Exactly. Because in the creation process, in my heart of hearts, I know that that which I create is coming forth, and it is going to happen by faith, or however you want to call it. But it's still, something's taking too long.
Well, let's talk about what faith is. When you are in a state of faith about something, it will take no time at all because you are a vibrational match to what you want, and in absence of resistance, it will come fast. So, in other words, the time is only about one thing: how long it takes you to become a vibrational match to what you want. And here's a shortcut for you. So, when you're aware that what you want has not come about, you prolong it because you keep active in your vibration the absence of it. So, if you could send the rocket to the vortex and then let it go and speak of it in more general terms, like all things in perfect order, and what I want is coming, and things are moving along just right, and I'm right on schedule, and everything is unfolding perfectly, and I'm improving my vibration on a really regular basis, and in the meantime I'm having a good time, and it's sort of like molding things into place, and I really don't need instant manifestation. I'm enjoying the process. As you say and mean things like that, then you soften your resistance and you speed it up. But if you say, well, I'm doing everything right, but it's not happening, and I really want this to happen, but it's not happening, you slow it down by your attention to, so when you look at it this way, what you want is done, but it hasn't manifested. So the question is, are you looking at it where it's done, or are you looking at it where it's manifested? Because if you're looking at it where it's manifested and you can't see it, then you're keeping the absence of it active in your vibration. If you're looking at it where it's vibrational, then you can find it right now. And that's what faith is. Faith is not needing to use your eyes to see it, and your ears to hear it, and your nose to smell it, and your fingers to... In other words, faith is feeling the vibration of it without needing the evidence to translate through your physical format. It's knowing it vibrationally, and when you know it vibrationally, it has to be. It has to be. It already is, but now it has to be in a way that you and others can see it and experience it.
Down through the dark trees, you came to save me. So ugly and just so beautiful. You're like no one on earth could be. Take me home with you. No one on earth knows me like you do.
Right people, and then the day of this trip, he texted me, I love you, miss you, and I'm like, I want to call him, like, oh, I'm so happy, and I didn't, because I talked myself out of it, but there was that pull, where I was like, my body wanted, I just wanted to contact him.
Well, go back to your first statement. You said, what happens when my ego talks me into wanting something that my inner being doesn't think is such a good idea? And we say, as we've been demonstrating, again and again, even in this short time that we've been together here, when your life experience causes you to want something, Source doesn't say, wait a minute, you're probably making a big mistake. In other words, when you're interacting with someone who's really fun, you say, I love this fun. And when you say, but I'm not sure that there is the trust in this relationship that I want, you launch rockets of desire of wanting more trust. And Source says, but of course, add more trust to the mix. And you say, and there's not enough money happening here. I want more money. And Source says, of course, more money in the mix. And then you say, and there's not enough depth in our conversations. I would really like to interact with someone who is interested in the things I am and is willing to explore and expand. And so Source says, of course. In other words, you're just incrementally adding to this vibrational escrow, and it's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, the thing that we want you to understand is that this person that you've decided is not the one was a very powerful catalyst in helping you to create the vibrational escrow of what you're looking for. Not only what you're looking for in a relationship, but what you're looking for maybe in a life partner or maybe in life for yourself. In other words, everyone that you interact with helps you to make that a stronger pull. So now, as we said earlier, the broader part of you rides all of those rockets and becomes the vibrational embodiment of all of that. So it is accurate to say that the larger part of you, the soul of you, some would want to say, the non-physical part of you, the God force within you part of you, is vibrating in this vibrational escrow and is living and being all of those things that you want. And when you feel enthusiasm, that's you being called toward that. That's Source saying to you, this idea that you're feeling so much excitement about is well on the path of you joining me over here where you want to be. Enthusiasm always means that. So when you say, oh, I got this message and my heart went crazy and I wanted so much to call, but I didn't let myself call, what you just said to us is, I heard your Source, and I know you're over there in vibrational escrow, and I know you're over there with all the stuff I want, and I know you're calling me toward it, but I decided not to come. Because last time when I was over there, I looked around and I found other stuff I didn't want. And we say, why not go over there and stop looking around for the other stuff that you don't want? Why not go over there and look for the stuff you want? Because if you go, in other words, you don't need to say to somebody, I'm going to be yours forever and ever and ever. You just say to somebody, when you go to a buffet, do you go down to the buffet and do you look at all of this variety of food and do you say to the nice person behind the counter, I don't like that, and I don't like that, oh, I had that, that's awful. And I don't want that, and I don't want that. I'm allergic to that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I've never tried that, but oh, it doesn't look good. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And soon the person behind the counter is saying, is there anything you do want? Is there anything that you would like me to put on your plate? And yet, and that's ridiculous. You don't do that at the buffet, but you do that with almost all of the rest of your life experience. You get involved with someone who has plenty of things that you like, but then you say, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that, and then that becomes the dominant vibration you got going on. So even though the universe has 27 more lined up like that one, but better in all the ways that this one helped you know you wanted, you can't get to them because you don't like that, you don't like that, you don't like that. So then you say, well, I've got control of this. I didn't text him back. I didn't take the action. And we say, so what? You didn't take the action. You still got the vibration going on. So those other 27, wait, there's 37, 57. More, they're coming on stronger than we can count them. In other words, there are hundreds of potential lovers that will just knock your socks off that can't find you, or that you won't let yourself find because you don't like that, you don't like that, you don't like that. Just got to clean up your vibration, and then that's as good an explanation as we have given.
Okay. Well,
First, let us ask you some questions. Do you accept that there is a vibrational reality that precedes manifested reality?
Yes, I do.
Do you accept that your emotions are based upon your relationship with your vibrational reality?
Yes, I do.
Well, now here's something really good for you. This is a strong turning point for you, because we know that everything that you or anyone wants is because you think you will feel better in the having of it. So if you can, just for a while, satisfy yourself with your relationship with this vibrational reality. In other words, feeling it is enough. Knowing that it is there and feeling for it, not needing to see it, not needing it to manifest, but feeling it, just feeling the ease of it. Then you will have circumvented the need to manifest it. It's like you took a shortcut, because most people say, I don't have this, I want it. So when I get it, I'll feel better. But you say, I want this because I think I will feel better, so I've decided to just feel better whether I get it or not, whether I have it now or not. And in the feeling better, there's no resistance. It's a true act of faith. And in the absence of resistance, it has to come, and it has to come fast.
Okay, that's a good point. No, it really is.
So really, all of this hinges on, though, this really hinges on the very first thing we ask you. Do you accept the reality of this vibrational reality? Do you accept that that is a reality? Do you accept that your inner being stands there as the full-fledged, full-blown culmination of everything that you want? That what you want is already done in vibrational form. Because if you can accept that, and then you can feel for the resonance of that, what does it feel like to feel secure? What does it feel like to know utter well-being? What does it feel like to love unquestionably? What does it feel like to know my well-being? What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be source energy in a physical body? As you know that, as you reach for that and leave out all the manifestation stuff, as you know that, then there's no vibrational variance in your frequency, and everything that you put into the vortex just starts showing up.
Okay, I think that's it. I'm not vibrating high enough then.
And,
Just like you just did
but the
there.
reason that you're not vibrating high enough is because you're waiting to see it, to be excited about what you've manifested. You have to find the resonance of the creation before it manifests. That's the part that most people don't get. Most people, even after lots of listening to us, they'll say, I want to be over there. And we'll say, what's over there? And they'll say, I don't know, I'm over here. But I think it's better over there than over here. And we'll say, well, tell us about over there. Well, I can't really tell you very much about over there because I'm so over here. I'm over here. I don't want to be over here. I've been over here. Did I tell you how long I've been over here? I've been over here a really, really long time. Don't like being over here. There are a lot of us over here, and none of us really like being over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. I want to be over there, but I'm over here. Here is where I am. I'm over here. And here is just so active in your vibration that you just won't let there be active in your vibration because you're so aware of here in your vibration.